So what if one of America's sharpest, most cynical, and let's be honest, most insightful wits was here navigating our world today? I mean, can you imagine Mark Twain scrolling through your social media feed or stuck with you in rush hour traffic? What would he even say? Well, let's find out. We're going to take a little road trip through modern America with Twain as our guide, using his timeless wisdom to make sense of our very modern chaos. Okay, let's just dive right in with a question that probably hits way too close to home for a lot of you. Our journey kicks off in a place that's famous for both its soaring ambitions and its, soul-crushing traffic. It's a paradox that perfectly captures the kind of absurdity Twain just loved to pick apart. And here we are, California. It's the land of dreamers, right? The global epicenter of world-changing tech. But it's also a place where you can spend 2 hours in a car just to go 10 miles. It's this contradiction, this crazy mix of ambition and absurdity that's our starting point. This slide really lays out the two extremes of the California experience perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the boundless, world-altering optimism of Silicon Valley, and on the other, the frustrating, anonymous reality of a Los Angeles traffic jam. So how can these two things even exist in the same place? It's this tension between our highest hopes and our most mundane frustrations. And as it turns out, Twain had some pretty sharp things to say about both. Just think about Silicon Valley for a second. For every tech billionaire, there were thousands of people whose ideas sounded completely bonkers at first. Isn't it amazing how Twain, over a century ago, just totally nailed it? He got that the line between being a visionary and being a crank is often just success. That's the fuel of that startup dream, right? That willingness to look kind of foolish in the pursuit of something genuinely great. And then you have the other side of that paradox. That moment someone cuts you off in traffic, you feel that anger, that primal urge to lay on the horn, to yell, to argue. Twain's advice here is so practical, it almost stings a little, because when you get into that pointless battle, you're just dragging yourself down to everyone else stuck in that same gridlock. You both just look like fools. Okay, so we're leaving the California coast now, heading east into the American heartland. And a theme really starts to pop up, connecting that performative ambition of a startup with the, performative anger of road rage. From the honky-tonks of Nashville to the streets of Chicago, we're going to dig into that idea. The difference between just making a lot of noise and actually having something to say. I mean, you've just got to love this one. In our world of constant self-promotion, where every little achievement gets broadcast like it's a major historical event, Twain's metaphor is just perfect. It's such a sharp, funny reminder to look past the performance, to see the difference between a real accomplishment and just loud cackling. It's not about how much noise you make, it's about whether you've actually, laid the egg. And this right here, this is the perfect antidote to all that noise. While everyone else is screaming for attention, Twain points to this quiet force that cuts through absolutely everything. Kindness. It doesn't need a stage. It doesn't need a microphone. Its impact is universal, and you just can't deny it. It's the quiet signal that gets through when all the loud ones fail. So our journey now takes us out onto the great American open road. Just picture it, Route 66. Those endless highways stretching across the country. This isn't just about getting from point A to point B for Twain, who is a master observer of journeys. The travel itself is where the real lessons are found. There's something about a long drive that just makes you think, isn't there? You start thinking about the path you've taken in your own life and the road that's still ahead. It kind of forces you to consider your priorities. What are you spending your time on? And is any of it really going to matter in the end? And here it is. After all the ambition and all the noise and all the daily frustrations, Twain just brings it all down to this connection and experience. Not money, not fame, not stuff. In the end, what he's suggesting is that what truly matters are the relationships we've built and the parts of the world we've actually allowed ourselves to see. All right, so we've traveled all across the country from the West Coast to the Heartland. But our final destination, It isn't a place on a map. After observing the world outside, Twain turns the focus inward. He guides us to the most important journey of all. Wow, the simplicity here is it's so powerful. Twain is basically saying that your entire life, with all its crazy complexities, can be defined by just 2 moments. Now, the first one is just given to us. We have no say in it. But that second one, that's entirely on us to discover. And there's the full quote. This is so much more than just a clever saying. It's a profound challenge. It's a direct question to each of us. It's asking us to move beyond just existing and to actively search for our purpose. That's the ultimate destination of our whole journey. Not just to see the world, but to finally understand our place in it. And that leaves us right here with this final, essential question. After navigating this modern world with all of its noise and distractions, Twain's wisdom brings us right back to our own purpose. Have you found your why yet? It's a question worth thinking about long after this is over.